Welcome back to the stream, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, Faye was not feeling very well, so she has stepped out of the call with us. Rose has spent her last spell slots healing up the party members, Tom and Gormak, as they approach the scene, but is going to be staying away from combat as she is very hurt and out of spells at the moment.
And afraid of fire.
And afraid of fire. For the remainder of the session here, we'll be Phaelus and a little bit worse off for it, but we're gonna go ahead and jump back in. So,
if anyone is record keeping, Gormak regained 8 hit points and Tom regained 6 from phase spells.
Let's slide back into this. So, Janlar, you have just run into the largest orc of the orcs that you see here. He has unleashed a surprise grunt as he was jostled from out of nowhere. The two other heroes, Gormak and Tom, you have just arrived at the south side of this camp.
Yeah, and I'm tossing a javelin to Gormak, telling him to distract this guy who's like cutting the bindings.
Right.
My goal is, I'm not sneaking up too far, but I'm gonna go like up here, and then like once I get to right around here, I'm breaking into a
basically you have a round to act before everything pops off, because this guy is jostled and goes looking around, and you can act. What do you do?
All right. So what Gormak is gonna do is he's gonna stride right into the middle where I just moved his marker. He's gonna take the 3 heads from the 3 orcs that we killed. He's going to hurl them across the fire at the big orc standing in front of the thing, and he's like got the unconscious one like slung under his arm. And he's going to say, yeah, actually, this is probably he's had a minute to think about it, and he's just gonna go, "We've defeated your gods. I issue a challenge."
Okay. Perfect.
And then just kind of bodily heave the unconscious one just onto the ground in front of me.
Okay, excellent. You do that. Tom, what are you doing?
I'm gonna break into a dead run here, I guess.
Okay.
And I'm gonna sprint right into here. Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna run into here.
All right.
I'm gonna get right up. I'm jumping over the fence, like right into the middle of all these.
You run up. You get to the fence. You just hop over it. Give me an athletics check. DC 10 to hop over the fence.
+2.
You clear it in style, rushing over.
Yeah, so I run up in the middle of all these wargs. It's the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my life. I pull out my holy symbol and like hold it up to the sky. And I'm going to cast Radiance of the Dawn. So this like golden, like piercing bolt of light like comes down from the sky and hits the holy symbol. And this like pure golden light just kind of like immediately explodes outwards around them for 30 feet. And every warg in this pen needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
To take half damage from this, which is going to be 2d10 plus 2.
A 30-foot diameter or a 30-foot radius? The 30-foot radius?
Yeah. So 18 damage save for half.
I'm going to do a quick check real quick, because 30 feet is going to include those two as well.
It's radius, so 15 feet.
No, a radius is 15 feet from you.
So a radius would be 15 feet. Is it diameter 30?
Oh, right. Let me double check that. I thought it was 30 feet total, so 15-foot radius was what I was getting at.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Okay, double check on that. I'll start saving for the wargs.
Okay, perfect.
The wargs have a +1 in there. So we have an 18, a 14, a 3, a 16, a 2, a 13, and a 2. What's your DC?
That's a great question. Let me pull it up right now. It's 8 plus your
proficiency, which is 2, so it's 10 plus your casting attribute.
12.
12. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 failures, and they take 18 points of damage, instantly hurting them. Instantly hurting them.
Doesn't the 12 pass?
They don't die?
No.
I'm so dead.
Oh god. You're in trouble.
Yeah. Holy symbol within 30 feet, yes. So it is actually 60-foot radius.
Okay, and then the 2
Orcs
the
need to
two
make
orcs
saves.
will save as well. They have a much higher save. They have a 9 and a 19, so one of them takes 18 points of damage. So this one that is sitting here trying to open the cage of the wargs, he is very, very dead. He just erupts in a shroud of blinding holy light and just leaves behind ash in his wake. This orc takes 9 points of damage. So
I was really hoping a good roll on 2d10 would be enough to take down the wargs, but more than 18 health is real bad news.
The 1, 2, 3 failures are very hurt. They are limping and howling in pain.
Okay.
They're very pain, but they're
So
hurting.
as a bonus action then, I was really hoping I wouldn't have to do this. I'm going to cast Shield of Faith. Or actually, no, I'm not. Oh wait, can I do this as a bonus action? If I can do Sanctuary, I'm doing that instead.
I believe Sanctuary is a full round action.
That sounds right. So let's assume Shield of Faith, but I'll let you know. It won't matter until they make their attacks.
Okay. And with that, I'm going to need initiative rolls from all.
It's a bonus action. I cast Sanctuary.
Nice. Okay, Sanctuary it is indeed.
Casting Sanctuary or Shield of Faith, because they're both bonus actions, aren't they?
Yes, Sanctuary, because now they cannot attack unless they make a Wisdom saving throw.
There you go. Good
Okay.
call.
That's close.
Probably the smarter play.
Yes.
Is Radiant Bolt, is that a channel divinity thing, or is
Yes,
it
it is my once per short rest.
once per short rest channel divinity? I need to roll initiative. R1d20
I
minus
need to
1
roll
because Cormac
initiative?
is not there.
You will join the fight. You will know when you join this fight, Emily. You still have 3 more rounds of being unconscious.
Oh, paralyzed.
Sorry, of being paralyzed. You are correct, sir.
I'm still very conscious. And distraught. This guy is not gonna like when I wake up.
Alrighty, what do we have for initiatives here? Tom, it looks like, is going on 8.
Yep.
We've got Gormac on 7. We've got... Is that it? We got Janlar at 22. No.
No.
Have you rolled initiative? We need
Yeah,
initiative.
it's 18. No, it's 18.
18.
It's right underneath that.
And Rose is not in the fight. Okay, so the first to act, Janlar. You have jostled this giant man in front of the tent here as you're trying to sneak by him. He's whipping around. You hear this challenge edict from Gormac behind you, and a flash of light in the warg pen next to you. What do you do?
I'm gonna continue to try to move past him into the tent.
Okay.
If
He is whipping around in surprise. You jostle past him. You squeeze past him. He's going to attempt to make an opportunity attack at you while you're moving past. But he does so at disadvantage. This guy is...
He rolls 2 natural 20s.
This guy is a little bit
Crush Mage is
more
not
powerful than your average orc. So I gotta look at what his attack is. +6. So he has a 14 to hit you.
that does not hit.
That does not hit. Excellent. So he swings wildly around as you jostle past him, and you squeeze past him into
Assuming
the
I still have my
tent.
dex.
Yeah, you still have your dex. You're good. You squeeze past, and you see in this tent there are just like a big, like lofted, like cot that is clearly larger than anyone else's. There are rows of sleeping bags next to him, and then in the back of the tent there are piles of like foodstuffs and goods and treasures and things back here. You've moved past him. What do you do now?
I'm gonna immediately begin looking for the harp.
All right, please make a perception wisdom check to find the harp that you are looking for. you find it this round. You spend a round shifting through, looking through stuff. You find a big kind of pile of what looks like shinies and valuables. And sure enough, as you sift through that, you find a small pearl harp, gilded in gold and silver, with these kind of long, thick, pure white strings wrapped around the little metal points in the pearl, and they give off a perfectly taut glow of white in the harp. There's no doubt in your mind you've found what you're looking for. And with that, the large beast of a war chief goes next, and he kind of looks to Gormak after a confused look around, noticing nothing amiss around him, and says, "You attack in the night like a cheap vermin and challenge me? I will show you what true strength looks like." And he begins to wade forward, pausing at the fire and then deciding, I'll go around it. And winds up right here, which you can't quite reach you with. So he gets there and just bellows a challenge with his and with that, it is Tom's turn. Tom, you are surrounded by these dogs. They are surprised and whipping about in pain and fury. They're large
I'm just gonna
as big
run
as
out of the pen again.
All right, you're going to hoof it past these three creatures.
Yeah, I guess I can use a disengage if necessary.
You're going to disengage and then move out of the pen?
Yeah,
okay,
and
please.
jump out.
You've already jumped over this fence once.
So I'll just leap back over it like that. I'm gonna watch this battle go on then. I'll actually stand here to interpose myself between this guy in case he wants to try to interfere.
Yes, absolutely.
But other than that, the only thing I do is I cast light on my lantern so that I'm kind of like a shining beacon.
Okay. No, light is a not a bonus
Cantrip.
action, right? It's
that's
a full
right.
action,
Probably
and you
not.
chose
Yeah.
to disengage, so you do not
That's a good
cast
point.
light.
Okay, I'll do that next round.
Okay, so that's 4 rounds on you. The next to go is Gormak. You've been challenged by this larger orc holding these twin axes in his hands.
Is he? He's holding twin axes. Okay, that's what I was about to ask. Is if he was armed or if he was accepting a fisticuffs. Gormak's gonna move. Gormak's going to move a little tactically.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to move here, and then
Are you going to knock this guy into the fire?
Yep.
All right.
Realistically, I'm gonna stop kind of between these two squares here, but yeah. Gormak's gonna sort of move up, and then he's gonna let's see. I think I have to attack before I can use hammering horns. So I'm going to rage first. I'll bonus action rage, and then I'll just attack him.
Okay. You
on the
swing
first
your
round.
great axe on him.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, you move around. You begin getting into your stances. You begin circling each other. You find your position and swing.
Pow.
For a 16. I believe that hits him. Roll damage.
Okay. All right, so that's my second rage, so I can't rage again after this. 1d12 till we take a rest. Plus 7 because I'm raging again. So he takes 8 points of damage from my swing.
You strike him, and blood begins to pour from him in his anger. He, once again, you see in response that his eyes kind of roll back and go this deep white. He yells in anger and pain, and he begins to hulk up too. You believe he begins to rage.
Nice.
The next to go in this is the wargs.
Hold up. Did you rack him? Did you rack him?
Oh, do you bonus attack with your horns?
No, I bonus
Right.
action rage.
That's right. Okay,
So
perfect.
we're gonna do one round of combat before I throw him into the fire.
The wargs, the ones that were most hurt, begin to curl up into balls, and they begin licking their wounds. They don't really seem all that agitated. The other ones only took half damage, begin whipping around. They've already been kind of whipped up into kind of a rage, and they begin barking.
And
they're gonna
the
make
injured ones to pieces, right?
they're going to make wisdom saving throws to go after you. What is your DC again? 12.
Every single one of them passes.
Every single one of them passes as they begin leaping over the fence. I should make athletic checks for them to do that.
Aren't wargs large?
They
sized?
are.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say if little old Tom can jump over the fence, it doesn't seem unrealistic that a large warg.
Actually,
Well, one
for
of them
whatever
screwed it up.
reason, yeah, for whatever reason, two of them have completely borked it. And so only two of them managed to leap over this fence. Rawr. And they begin to viciously strike at you, Tom,
right.
with their bites, attempting to break down on you. One for a 21.
That's a hit.
And one for an 8.
Okay, one hit.
Okay.
Is the grayer one distinctive at all from the others?
It's just a different color.
Okay.
Yeah,
gonna
it
say,
just
yeah,
has
any
different
physical-
colored fur.
All right.
Please make a DC 13 strength saving throw or be knocked prone.
That is a pass.
Okay, perfect. You are not dragged. It tries to bite you and drag you to the ground, but it can't quite do it. But its jaws do bite into you for 13 points of damage.
All right, I'm still up.
Alrighty. The next to go are these two orcs. They are... This one here is, once again, trying to break into the cage. The fencing is just put together with, like, tied ropes, so he takes out a sharpened knife, and he begins to work on the cage again, trying to let the other wargs out. This one here... heard the commotion of the trial by combat, and so he begins to watch, and he begins chanting in Orcish, like Ronda Dasta, Ronda Dasta, like just beginning to chant out for the war chief as he watches. Yeah, pretty much. That brings us to the top of the round. Janlar, you have found the harp in this tent. What do you do?
All right. I want to quickly grab the harp. How big is it? Does it fit in my backpack, or can I tie it to my backpack?
You can put it in your backpack. It weighs 2 pounds.
2 pounds.
Oh, that's a very small harp.
Okay. Hearing my party outside fighting, I'm not gonna try to pick up more shit in here, and I'm just gonna run back outside.
Okay.
And I'm gonna cast Ray of Sickness on the thing attacking Sean from behind.
Okay, yeah, you cast Ray of Sickness. Please make a spellcasting ranged attack.
You get advantage because he's invisible.
You do get advantage for being invisible. Yeah. So go ahead and roll one more d20 for me.
Yeah. Ooh.
Okay,
Consistent.
your ray of sickish light bursts forth to crackle over the fire, but you strike the bench next to him as the bench withers and turns into sickly ashen form of what it once was, but you miss the chieftain himself.
And become visible.
And do not become visible.
No?
No.
Okay.
The next to go is the chief. The chief.
Janlar's a little nervous. It's like permanent invisibility.
Janlar probably kind of does that and then looks like.
He was nervous about that beforehand, but he didn't have time to.
Yeah.
The chief raises his twin axe. And going into a bit of his own shaking rage, brings both of them down to bear on top of you.
Yep. He's probably going to hit with both of them. Let's be real.
For a 9!
Oh, that misses.
He critically misses with one of his axes, like just completely and utterly whiffing you as you duck to the side and leaving him off balance. But with his other strike, hits with a 24.
That one does hit, yes.
Okay, and then you're not gonna like how much damage he does.
Shit.
Good thing you have your rage mitigation.
I was gonna say that's why I raged first instead of doing the Angry Horse thing first.
He has.
Because I had a feeling
He has a fury damage that does extra.
Whenever your DM is telling you beforehand,
Yeah.
he's like,
So he does 13 points of damage with his
Ouch.
swing.
Alright.
And
Down
it,
to 6.
Yep.
it strikes you, and he lets out a roar of satisfaction seeing his axe strike down into you. With that, you see this strange Grumpkin creature returning from the outside, along with 5 more orcs. As the party that searched for Emily returns from the west. And Emily, you are paralyzed, but you see this battle in front of you. You are now over here, coming in from the west side, along with additional creatures and orcs.
I'm cute as fuck!
Seeing the battle taking place, you see the other 5 orcs begin chanting along with this one here. Hearing the ceremonial chants, they come to join in. Right, around this fight taking place here. The creature holding you sets you down, looks across the battle, and immediately takes off, leaving your paralyzed body here. It seems it does not...
Away from camp?
Huh?
Like, runs away from the camp?
Runs away from the camp, seeing
Okay.
the clash of battle and steel. It does not seem to be interested in sticking around during any of this, and it just drops your body off by the fire and runs off.
Oh, even better. I was gonna thunderclap him, but now I don't have to.
And that brings us to Tom. You are surrounded by these now enraged wards. What do you do?
I have an idea. I have to get away, and at first I was thinking, no, I can't. But oh wait, no, it has to attack me for me to trigger this. Never mind, I do have to stick around. I guess I'm gonna attack. I can't really run because they'll just chase after me.
Is Sanctuary a concentration spell?
I believe it is.
Yes. So let me actually roll my concentration on that. It's fine.
Nice, okay. And they have to make the save every time they attack you, right?
Do they?
I believe it's a one-time save.
I'll double check.
Double
yeah,
check that.
That's how it is in. That's how it is in 2.
I'll double check it. You tell me what you're doing with the rest of your round.
Well, it's actually going to change depending on what Sanctuary does.
Okay, well then, let me know.
Yep. Let's see here. Here's Mr. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. Must choose a new target or lose the attack. So I guess they do have to save multiple times. The second edition
Okay.
one is they still
Okay,
save
sounds
every
good.
time
Sounds
they
good.
attack.
Then they'll have to save every round. Sounds good.
Okay, in that case, I'm disengaging and bailing, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna run like past this warg directly with
Okay.
my disengage, go up past this bench,
Uh-huh.
and run like over here, and that's probably 30 feet by there.
Okay, sounds good.
and you start chanting, and we're
Yeah,
just
And Tom begins chanting.
You
Excellent.
just start saying Gormak, Gormak, whatever they're saying.
Alrighty. Gormak, it is your turn. What do you
Okay.
do?
I will attack again. It's tempting to use Reckless Attack, but I feel like with the old +8, I don't need to give him any more reason to hit me. Plus a crit on 2d12 plus 2d8 plus 4 would be really bad.
Yes.
Well, I don't think
yes.
the 2d8 would be critical, would it?
Yes. Yes.
Oh.
His normal attack, it does d12 plus 4. And then he gets
Oh.
an additional D8 damage when it hits with a weapon attack due to the fury.
Okay.
So the
Yeah.
dice rolls would get doubled.
Right. Yeah. So that'd be really bad. So we're not going to reckless. We're just going to standard great axe attack for 25.
You
Why don't-
strike him.
Wow.
And then 16 damage that time.
Okay, you see that he is indeed raging, and the axe blow, he shrugs off some of that damage, and stares at you. He lifts up his axe in another cry of kind of triumph almost. He sounds elated by the battle.
Cormac
Wait, his
smiles,
bonus action.
Yes.
and then drops his head and just knocks him with his horn to try and throw him back.
All right, that's a strength saving throw, correct?
It is a DC 15 strength saving throw on his part. If he's got barbarian-like rage, he has advantage on this save because he's raging.
He does indeed. He saves with an 18.
Yep.
Damn.
Alrighty. So you try to bop him with his horns, and he just, like, with one of his axes, just kind of puts his axe between your horns, and just, like, he does that anime thing where he's, like, feet slide back in the ground a few inches, but then you mostly just stay still in a gridlock. You're trying to shove him, he's just shoving you back. Alright. The wargs. These wargs, I guess all 4 of them are going to make wisdom saving throws to try to make attacks against Tom, because they are beasts. They don't care about I should do that 3 more times. They don't care about the ritualistic combat going on, and so one of them fails. These 2 continue their
Try and jump over, yeah.
they continue their race around here, and they can't squeeze into this area together because they are larger creatures. The other one that passed its save will try to make its way over the fence, and does. And you just have this, like, line of animals that are enraged and trying to get near you, but don't want to get into the fire and can't get around this tent, biting and snarling and yapping at you.
Waiting for Tom to just start playing Ring Around the Rosie with
and they will. This one that got near you will attempt to bite you.
I'm going to cause a flashbang. I don't remember what it's called. It's one of my class powers.
Your
but
reaction to interpose a
my
flash of
reaction.
light.
Yes, so he is going to have disadvantage. on
All
this.
right, sounds good. It comes to bite at you, and a flash of light flashes, and it freaks out and recoils with its 11 and does not strike you with its fangs.
All right.
And instead howls in front of you. And these orcs all continue their ritualistic chant as this one finally opens the gate. And this part just falls away in disrepair. As he finally gets his job done. This brings us to the end of the round. Emily, you pass your saving throw. Ugh! The paralyzation of that horrible shriek eventually lifts off of you, and you enter the initiative order. Please roll initiative for me.
Oh boy.
All right, you go on 6. You're going on 6. Excellent. So, the first to go, once again, Janlar. You've seen all of this battle taking place in front of you as you stepped out of this tent here. These 3 hounds, these wargs, are ferociously braying and barking and trying to get at Tom. What do you do?
All right, we're gonna see how this works. I'm gonna cast Grease, centered around. I think it's a tendency.
Ooh, will that cause the fire to expand too? if
Yeah,
it
we're gonna
goes
put
into
it in the fire.
space?
My mic is just, or my mouse is just fucking up right now. Give me a second. Grease. So it's a 10-foot square. So I'm gonna.
So you want to put it on, like, the edge of the fire right here?
I want to put it so it hits both this guy and the fire. Hopefully, I don't know if I can get.
Would it be able to
both.
reach the edge? Like, it only needs to make contact for the flame to spread, right?
Yeah, it's like the corner of it, maybe.
That's a little bit too small.
I was just gonna get it and drag it. Okay, that is roughly 10 by 10. No, it's not. That's 5 by 5. That's roughly 10 by 10-ish.
Well, it's a square centered.
So you
Is it
want
10 foot?
square.
you want it like this?
You want it like there?
Yeah.
Right.
You want it like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, like that.
Oh, I've got it too big.
Yeah, I think 10-foot square is just 4 squares. It's the same size as a large creature, but he can get it big enough to hit.
Yeah, I like yours. So you want that orange one there. All right. You cast Grease. And you just this grease just falls and erupts around them. I want to see what the grease spell actually says about being light on fire, because if there's rules for it specifically, I want to
He didn't
use
say
them.
anything about lighting on fire, so that's kind of
Okay.
Chandler's kind of excited to see what happens.
Okay. Well, then that means I get to rule what it does, and I'm excited about that.
Yeah, we've played Divinity and we're familiar with oil and
Yeah,
fire.
yeah.
And I don't know if Chandler can do this, but can Chandler start moving? I'm afraid that the tent is gonna catch fire somehow.
yeah. So you can cast your spell and then move. That's totally okay.
Is it possible for me to? And I don't think I can go through the tent. Can I start like going to this, like one of the sides of the tent and like starting to cut this tent with my dagger? Maybe.
Yeah, if you've got a dagger, you can begin doing that. It'll take you a round of an action.
Yeah.
Your action will be grease, but you can take
so
the
I'll
dagger
use my
out.
action this round, but then get ready to start.
Next
cutting.
round, you can start cutting through it. Okay, so the grease comes down here, and immediately begins catching fire. And the dogs were saving versus being prone, but then the grease around them begins sputtering, flaming. Fire in this square as the grease begins to burn, and the dogs are going to make dexterity saving throws. If they fail, they are prone and they take full damage from the grease. And wargs have +1. They have what is your saving throw? What is your DC?
13. Sorry, DC 13.
13. All right, so 2 of them fail. These 2 orange ones fall prone immediately, and they take full damage from the fire, which I'm gonna roll is D6 per round that you're in the flames. So please roll D6 fire damage on those 2 wargs.
You see that?
Yes, 5. Perfect. And they are burning and inflamed. This last one here jumps away from it and gets out of the fire in time. But it does take half damage from the flame, taking 2 points of fire damage there. All right, so you duck back into the tent, begin cutting open the edge of the tent, and that brings us to this chieftain's turn. It is face to face with you, Gormak, and it will swing its mighty axe down upon you. 1 for a 27 and 1 for a 20.
Both of those attacks will hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll
He's
roll.
only got to roll a 5 to hit me.
This is the first set of damage for 12.
All right, that's not too bad.
Yep.
That's 6
So
again.
half that is 6, and
Yeah.
then
Does he get the D8 both times with both attacks?
I hope not.
it reads each time he makes an attack with a weapon. Or each time here, I'll read it to you. The orc deals an extra 1d8 damage when it hits with a weapon attack.
Yeah, no, it
That
gets
would be
it then.
each time.
Yep. And so another 10.
All right.
So 11.
All right, so he hacks at you and roars in delight. Ah! As he strikes down on you, but you stay standing.
Yep. For now.
Well tanked. Well tanked.
Not for much longer here.
Here's
brings
the TPK.
Yep.
Yep.
us to Tom. What do you do?
What's
All right.
Fair.
Well, I don't have my sanctuary anymore because I used the flashbang, which means I might as well just stand my ground here because there's not really a whole lot else I can do.
The flashbang isn't a concentration spell, is it?
It's a spell that affects another creature, so it ends my sanctuary.
I see. Okay.
Right.
Yep.
The sanctuary is special.
So
Okay.
I'm going to take a swing at this wolf.
All right.
Because I can't really run. It's not a great idea at this point. So 21 to hit
You strike it
for 7 points of
for
damage.
7 points of damage. This is the one that took 2 points from the fire. So
Yes. 9 plus 2 plus 7, so it's taking 18 total.
18. Yes, it is very hurt. It screams, but it is still alive, and it is still not happy with you. All right, Tom, that is your turn, I guess. Gormak, you are next.
Gormak's on 5 hit points.
Yeah.
The likelihood of surviving another attack by this thing's pretty low.
Knock him into the fire.
Gormak's gonna reckless attack.
Okay. All right.
Yep. He's going for the big ones here. So seeing how this is going, we're gonna go shit.
Ooh.
I really needed to crit. So this 20 whatever
23 definitely hits. The 15 does
hit.
not.
But it won't kill him.
Oh wait, that's a reckless. That's 23, right?
Yeah.
You
yeah,
don't
it's
multi-attack. My brain was going nuts. All right.
But then you do get the.
Yeah, don't you get reckless attack on your horns too?
The horns is a save.
Horns
Yeah,
is a
it's
saving
just a
throw on his part.
So please roll me some damage, and I'll begin making the saving throw here.
12 points, so he takes 6.
Okay. And he crits his save, and will not be pushed into the flames.
All right. Rip everyone.
Yes. Once again, he just blocks your attempt to shove him.
Here's the third session TPK that we were waiting for.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, Emily,
Do you scream out in pain at all?
Who's Gormak?
Yeah, are you screaming in pain or anything?
Gormak's raging. He doesn't feel it. He's just gonna keep fighting until he's down.
What do you
All right,
do,
I'm
Emily?
gonna fly 20 feet up.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Gormak with my last spell, a healing word as a bonus action
Okay.
for 3 healing
All right.
on Gormak.
That might keep Gormak up one more round, but since
If
he's
he
got
misses
advantage
one
on
attack, you have a
attacks
chance.
against me, it's not very likely.
And then I'm going to Vicious Mockery the War Chief.
Ah, very good. Yes. He does
Mocking.
not have the best wisdom.
That actually is probably fairly discreet too, because it's basically just like the chanting that the orcs are doing.
Yeah.
For 1 psychic damage.
So yeah, he fails though.
He now has disadvantage.
Correct. And he takes that psychic damage. Like your mocking just seeps into the chants, and you can tell there's like an anguished moment of pain on the face of the Chief Gormak as he's just like, "Argh!" and then continues his rage. Excellent. That brings us to the wargs. This warg is going to try to make its way around
He has to make a
this
save.
fire.
Isn't he?
He has to save to be able to.
That is true. He has to
not be
stand
prone
up and
anymore.
then save.
Yeah.
I forgot about the grease. You are absolutely correct, sir. And Dex is
+1 for
plus
them.
1 for them. I'm trying to juggle a lot of enemies. He does
Yeah.
not. He falls prone and takes D6 more fire. Does the
great
other
job.
one? The other one also does. More fire! More fire!
At least we have a feast after this of burnt dog.
You rolled pretty well last time, so.
All right, so they are hurting. This last one here will then just try to strike at Tom.
Flashbang.
Flashbang, disadvantage. All right.
Is that a spell or just a class ability?
That was my last use of it. Thank God I did that.
He once again is surprised and startled by the flash of light and cannot sink his jaws into you. The orcs continue chanting for their chief. This one
good.
beginning to join in with them.
That's good. I was really worried with Emily interfering that it was good. That was going to change.
They do not notice. They are too enthralled in their chanting to notice the spoken word of Emily interfering.
Good.
And that brings us to Janlar. You will begin cutting away at the tent in front of you?
Actually, before I begin cutting, does it look like the tent has started to catch fire?
No.
No? Then I'm going to move back toward the back of this creature here. And try to stab this creature with my dagger.
This orc here?
Yeah.
Okay, you go behind the warg and attempt to stab it.
I still get my if I'm using a dagger, I still get to use it as a finesse weapon if I stab with it.
Yes.
And if you're still invisible, you should have advantage. on
You
the
do
attack.
have advantage Just roll a d20 and see if you crit, because you definitely hit. You do not crit.
Close.
Okay. So you stab this warg in the back. Please roll some dagger damage for me.
It's D4 plus 2.
You have +2 to strength.
To
No,
dex.
never mind. It's
Dexterity, because it's a
dexterity.
finesse
Yeah,
weapon.
it's finesse
Oh.
weapon. Yeah, that's what it was.
For 4 points of damage. All
Not
right.
bad for a wizard.
11, 13, and 9 is 22. This thing is still alive.
Slit is-
It howls a little bit in pain
Am I,
as you
do I
stab
notice
it.
I'm still invisible yet? Or if
You are
I'm-
still invisible. Yeah,
Wow.
it seems like your dust is quite good. And you
Greater
have...
invisibility dust.
You still have some more rounds of that. So, that is your turn. The chief is sensing victory and begins to slice down at you.
So he's got advantage and disadvantage on his first attack,
And then the second one is a
and
no-go.
the second one will be advantage.
Okay.
Disadvantage on both, right?
I think it's disadvantage on his next attack.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think
double
Vicious
check.
Mockery
Give me a
is
second.
disadvantage on next attack.
I assumed it was a 4.
So his first attack has advantage and disadvantage and hits with
Yep.
a 20.
It's a straight roll, and then the second one will have advantage, which is really bad.
Is it for a full round or just the next attack against
For 23 points of
Next
damage on that first attack.
It's reckless attack is all attacks against me have advantage until my
Okay.
next turn. So
So
23
that's
will
half.
have to 11,
Yes, 11.
which is still enough to knock Gormak out.
All right,
He
Gormak
only had 8.
falls as he crushes his axe into you. He steps forward and stands over your body, and howls a victory cry to the moon.
Gormak, as he's like gets hit and is like crumpling, he kind of looks and just nods and goes, "Well fought," and just
He
collapse.
turns to look back at Tom, and he cries out, "Your champion is fallen! Lay down your weapons and submit!" And that is his turn. That leads us to
Me, I
Tom.
think.
Yeah, you are next.
All right, let's hope I kill this warg here. D6 plus 2. It takes another 4 points of damage.
And it dies.
And
yes.
I run. I'm running like to the north, and I'm getting out of here.
Okay, yeah, you crush it and you run to the north. All right, yeah, that's what you do, Gormak.
I've got 1 hit point. What am I gonna
Please,
I'd like to note that if I hadn't have stabbed it, you wouldn't have been able to kill him.
please make a death saving throw, Gormak.
all right. 20. Oh no.
Oh
That
no.
is 2 fails.
Yep.
That is 2
Oh,
fails for
Dude,
Gormak.
uh-oh.
All right, Emily.
I thought this would turn into
What
a
are you
wrestling
doing?
situation, but
I'm gonna vicious mockery the war chief.
Oh, okay. All right, the chanting is stopped, and Emily viciously mocks the war chief. DC 12. He fails very badly and takes 3 points of damage from your mocking.
I'm gonna fly another 25 feet up, so now I'm 50 feet up.
Okay. All right, you're 50 feet high in the air. The other orcs stop their chanting and cry out rage that you are near them and have hurt their leader in victory, not submitting as requested. And they turn around and begin taking this round to go into the tents. And they go into the tents and come out, each of them. They come out with javelins, but they cannot throw them this round. But each of these orcs down here is now armed with javelins as they look at you. The chief is upset, but has not had a chance to order his men to do something different yet. And these wargs attempt to get out of the grease that's burning. With a 15 and a 17. They do. They finally get out of this. And they are upset but confused and hurt and don't know what to do, and they just kind of run out into the fields away from the fire and the grease. Out here, which brings us to the top of the round. Janlar,
All
you're invisible,
Janlar
standing
is
in the
going
middle here.
Seeing that Janlar's still invisible, he's going to cast a fire. He's going to begin to move away, kind of as far as I can, and then cast Firebolt.
Ooh, maybe we'll kill the chieftain after all.
That's
Okay.
what we're going for.
Please roll to hit.
Roll d20 plus 5.
24 hits. Please roll damage.
For 3 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going
he
to use
takes
the rest of my move as much as I can to continue running after Tom.
All right, and you begin running off. That brings us to the war chief. The war chief yells at his men. He says, "Fools, do not go after the little pixie. Let the dogs eat it. Fight these men who will not submit to my conquering will." And he begins striding slowly forward to his max movement, which is here, and begins walking towards you slowly and with purpose. His rage ends, however. And with that, we go to Tom. Are you just running?
60 feet of movement.
All right. Tom is running.
I assume we're gonna go off the battle map here. So
Yeah, you guys are off the battle map. Gormak, this is a very important death saving throw.
This is a very important death saving.
You have a 55% chance to survive one more round.
Yep.
Please don't die.
Let's find out.
I want to see you roll a natural 20.
I mean,
and-
that would be exciting, but
You pass. That is one success. All right, Emily, what are you doing?
All right, I'm going to fly towards the war chief to stay in range,
Okay.
and I'm gonna vicious mockery him again.
All right. Please. Hold on. He has no wisdom modifier. He is tired of your mocking. He shrugs off your words and just continues his march towards those who would dare fight like cowards and run after his complete victory. That brings us to these orcs. These four begin to give chase, and they run 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. They all move to race after the people running away. These two here are gonna stay behind, seeing this pixie, like, obviously is still combatant, and they're gonna throw javelins at you.
Okay.
Um,
I should have flown up 5 more feet. Fuck's sake.
They still have disadvantage because you're more than 30 feet away.
They do.
Oh, is it 30, 60? I thought it was 60.
3120. It's really far for the long range, but it's a disadvantage.
So the first one has an 18, and
hits.
the second one has a 6.
that
So the one javelin strikes true for...
You didn't roll very high on your HP, so you got like 10, right?
for 7 points of damage.
I'm still good.
All right. And with that, we hit the top of the round. This is essentially becoming a chase between the 4 orcs and you two. So for Janlar and Tom, who are just running away, we're just gonna say at the top of the round, we're gonna make contested rolls for leaving away. If you get 3 successful contest wins, you get away. If they get 3 successful contests, they bear down and get you and close. So we're gonna do just straight athletics, I think, to run away from them. Does that make sense? Athletic strength.
Sure. Don't have it as a. Okay, that's fine.
Athletic strength.
Does that? Are you gonna
Yes.
use something else to get away?
Oof.
Are there any dexterity ones I can use instead? No.
Not for pure running.
No, yeah.
It's
those
not
are
really a
athletic.
pure running thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty. The orcs get a 15. You guys get 8 and 10. So that is one fail. They close with you this round.
We're in trouble.
Well, we still have at least 2 more rounds.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we're trying to get as far away as we can before we fight these guys.
Yep. That leaves us with the chieftain who just is walking back to the tent. He's unbothered by this chase down. He assumes his men will get it done. And Emily, you will go before these 2 that are trying to javelin you down. What do you do?
I'm waiting to see what happens to Gormak before I go.
Oh, that's right, Gormak. I totally
Sorry, we can't all
forgot
fly.
about you in the order. Very important death saves.
Yep, very important death save. Here we go, another one.
Come on.
Another
Oh no! Gormak!
Gormak is dead.
And Gormak dies,
Press F to
bloodied
pay your respects.
on the battlefield. Ah, poor Gormak.
On the bright side, we will get the harp.
Oh, poor Gormak.
You can blame whoever wanted to come out here. I didn't want to do it.
Yep.
And then I went invisible and went in for it. But
Yeah, unfortunately, they just rolled to see you with disadvantage. This could have gone a lot differently.
Well, I guess. Well, I'll ask afterwards if
Emily.
that thing was a war chief. But I get the sense it was a war chief.
he's strong.
He's a modified war chief.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying a war chief.
As a barbarian with a one-on-one fight with a grease fire in the background.
If you fought this guy, if you walked up and fought this guy one-on-one, you were not really supposed to win.
I had a chance.
You did pretty
His
well.
multi-attack was a problem.
He's at half health. Like you
And I've lost audio from everyone.
did it.
You disconnected video-wise. Oh, but he can't hear us.
Okay, well, I guess he's dead for
He's
real.
back.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh, okay, he's not.
You die in the game, you die
You
in real
die in
life.
real
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
All right, Emily. What do you do?
All right, I'm going to descend so I'm 35 feet above them.
Okay.
So they still have disadvantage to throw javelins at me.
Okay.
Until
Then
they
I'm
jump.
going to use my pixie prowess to use what's it called? Fairy fire on them.
Okay. You explode into a burst of powder and pixie powder, and the lot of them are covered in neons and violets and purples, and they will save against it.
As like she's doing that, you can see she's distraught, right? Like she's full cry face. Like you never make a pixie cry. So
One of them manages to pass their save and avoid the covering, but the other one is coated in the neons and pinks and purples of your pixie powder.
cool. That's my turn.
All right. Top of the round, chasing. Contested athletics, please.
There we go. That's a roll.
All right.
And they still win.
They're chasing you down.
Oh yeah, sorry, I got to roll 2, right?
Yes, please.
Good luck.
Shit.
I don't think you can beat it. I think, yeah.
No, I can't.
If you roll a natural 20, you pass. Although combined, you might not. Yeah. All right. Gormak is down. Emily. Oh, they get their attacks against you. I forgot,
Give me
Emily.
your swings.
2d20 plus 4. No, 2d20 plus 5. So a 7 and a 12. Does the
Neither
12
hit
get
me.
you? Neither hits you. They throw javelins aimlessly and begin barking angrily as they are out of javelins. And now it's your turn again as we come back around.
All right. I'm vicious mockery the one that isn't fairy fired.
Okay. He will save. Oh, the first one was a crit, so
Yeah, so no
he
worries.
passes. You mock him angrily, and as he's picking up the javelins, he shakes his fist at you and barks in Orcish angrily. And they spend a round collecting javelins off the ground. Top of the round, the chase continues. They're bearing down on you in the sea of grass.
I think Tom's gonna tell Janlar to take a stand here because we're not getting away. These guys are clearly catching up.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Am I still invisible?
So I'm gonna turn.
You
and
are
get ready.
invisible for another 11, 12, 13 rounds.
Oh shit. Okay, good. Nice. I thought I was getting close. I was getting nervous that they were gonna. Was gonna come
No, you use some very, very powerful artifacts to do this, and rolled.
Yeah.
They had unlucky rolls.
So I take a stand. And
Okay,
once
so what you guys are gonna do? You guys are gonna turn around and prepare an ambush as they become chasing down on you. So they're gonna burst into the scene here, and you guys are gonna get a free round of like ambush
Perfect.
combat. All right, that's how I'm gonna rule that. So what do you do in your free round of combat, Tom?
Well, we're not getting away, so I guess I'm just gonna jump in and start wading into this melee.
Okay. All right.
And I'm just gonna like try and smack somebody in the face as soon as they break in. I guess we're in like a little bit of forestry now, or like in the deep grasses.
You're like out in the grass sea. It's
Yeah.
like coming up to your shoulders. It's
Yeah, so we like
long
duck
and
down and get
tall.
ready for an ambush.
Yeah.
You hear Janlar say, "They can't see me, but I'm with you."
Okay.
Yeah. So as soon as one of them comes close enough, I just like spring up and whack him in the face with my mace.
All right. Perfect. Roll for some damage, buddy.
12, unless there's advantage on it.
You definitely have advantage, I think. Make a stealth check, and if you pass it, we will give you advantage.
Is it the Constitution since I'm just trying to stay still?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. It's probably not going to do it unless he
9.
has like a bad perception check.
Yeah, we will see.
You said make a stealth check to see if I'm hidden.
Not you. You're invisible.
I'm invisible.
You hide well enough from these
I'm
crazy
pretty-
There we go.
dudes.
I got advantage no matter what.
And you have advantage, so you hit him with a 22.
6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. We're gonna roll to see if this guy is one that was already damaged. He is already damaged. So this guy takes 6 more points of damage.
Oh, was that the guy who got hit by my radiant
Yes,
burst?
yes, it was. And he goes down. You
Yes.
single-handedly crumple this orc blah, on the ground in front of you. Janlar, what do you do?
I'm gonna cast Firebolt at another one of the orcs.
All right, you have advantage as well, so...
And stand like back to back with Tom.
Okay. All right, perfect. 19 plus 5, 24. You definitely hit. For 10 points of damage.
Nice.
One
By
of
the way,
these
you
orcs-
can put D1 after the die roll to drop the lowest roll for those advantages.
Yeah, I just
It's more typing than I like doing, but you can
Yeah,
definitely do that if you want.
I don't want to mess it up. I have to retype it.
Sounds good. Excellent. So you strike it. He erupts in flame and screams in pain. These orcs stumble into you, and then there will be a second initiative for your combat there. Emily, you and these other 2 orcs are still kind of engaged. What are you doing?
Fuck it, I'll vicious mockery him again.
Okay, you vicious mockery again. They'd have to save against that. They pass.
Yep, no worries. They get
All right.
still in their disadvantage range, so.
Okay.
They're out of javelins.
They spent the last round picking up javelins.
Oh,
and
I
so
see.
this round they will try to throw them at you with disadvantage for a 10
Nope.
and a 16.
That'll hit.
All right. So they roll d6 plus 3. For 5 points of damage.
Yep, I'm down.
All right, you're down. Sounds interesting. We'll have you make some death saving throws for us as we come around. Let's have a new initiative order for the chase that has now come down to see who goes
What
first.
happens when you die while flying?
You're gonna fall.
Oh, you fall. Yeah, they're going to take damage. Or fail a
I don't
death
wanna
save
do
or
that
2.
much. That's not good.
Yeah. Because they're like 35 feet up, yeah. D20 plus... Oh, just flat. There we go. Hey!
All right, Tom's going on 16. Janlar.
Sorry, what am I doing?
Initiative.
Initiative. Oh yeah, we got to roll initiative. I forgot we had the. Alright, put it on first. Roll d20.
And a 9. Okay, so Janlar, you are going third. Tom, you've ambushed these creatures. What are you doing next?
I'm swinging another mace to the face.
All right. An
18.
18 hits. Who are you swinging
I'm
at?
gonna go for the injured one. That
All right,
that got hit by
perfect.
Firebolt. Takes another 5 points of damage.
And falls.
Yes.
You strike another
Now we
orc
got
in the
ourselves a
face
level
and
2v2
dies.
right here.
They've lost about half their men here as they've stumbled into an ambush. Sounds good. They're gonna go next. They are.
Don't roll an 18.
Yeah, they're going to swing at you with their axes here.
They've got good odds. They have +5 to hit. I'm probably dead.
How much HP you got?
1.
A 15
One.
for 1. And a 7.
Yes! Oh, wait, there's 3 more?
No, there's only 2.
Is
I thought
there?
there
There
were
were
2.
5 and you killed 2. No, there were 4
There were
and
only
you
4.
killed 2.
Okay, yes.
Yes, the last one
Look at-
is an invisible one that doesn't exist that Greg made bad notes for. Yes, there was only 4. You were correct. They miss with their attacks. They lost exactly half their people. I should have rolled for
What is
their...
your AC? 16?
18.
Janlar, what do you do?
18. Oh. Am I within range where I would be at disadvantage making an attack?
You are not in melee combat with them at the moment, so you are not at disadvantage.
I'm just going to continue to attack Firebolt.
All right.
Oh. Roll 20 plus
You miss.
You have advantage.
So-
because of
You
the
do have
invisibility.
advantage. That is correct.
air with my formula. What? D20 plus.
You
There's a
crit! Oh my goodness! Please roll double damage. Uh, 12 points of damage. This guy erupts in flame. He's still alive, but is in incredible pain. Emily, you fall crashing to the ground after being hit by a javelin. Please mark 1 death saving throw as a failure, and please make a death saving throw.
2 fails.
Okay, you are at 2 fails. These orcs, they don't really think much of pixies. They just pick you up and like drag your body off and just like toss it out into the sea of grass. And then they begin setting to work on picking through all of Gormak's belongings and begin taking them all.
Oh my
No
shit!
rations. Eating my food.
Yeah, they are going about looting Gormak's body after dealing with the annoying pixie that was messing with them. Tom, top of the round goes to you.
I'm gonna try and kill that injured one off with a 23 to hit.
You do so.
3 damage.
For 3 damage, it is exactly enough to kill him. As he goes down in a hump, leaving one orc just watching his buddies just get torn apart and thrown about. And he is going to make a save to see if he continues the fight. But he does.
Okay. Make his attack roll.
He will for a 23.
Okay, so I'm going down. Janlar has a chance to finish this, though.
Okay, you go down and begin the death saving throw process. Janlar, what do you do?
You're...
Sorry.
well,
Nope. Sorry. I'm gonna continue to attack with Firebolt.
Okay.
Hopefully this works.
You got advantage. You're gonna be fine.
No, I meant hopefully my attempting
Oh,
to drop
yeah.
one works. It did.
So that's a hit.
I rolled a 21 to
21
hit.
hits.
And I do
2
damage.
points of damage. The orc whips around in surprise and fury and tries to figure out what to do next. Emily, you are lying in the grass on death's door. Please make a save.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
That's a
Oh,
pass.
okay.
That's a pass. All right, you have 1 success. Tom.
Nice save throw. Fail.
Okay.
So I'm
Janlar,
on 2 fails.
you are on 1
Because
fail?
I
Oh,
no,
yes.
you
You
said to
failed
keep one.
earlier. You failed earlier in combat, yes.
Shit. I forgot you still had one. Damn.
Janlar, you are invisible. This creature is on fire, whipping around, confused, not sure where it came from. What do you do?
Is he standing over Sean's body? Or,
He was in melee combat with him and struck him. Now he's been hit with a fireball. Is like looking around and confused and not sure what to do.
do I go to try to stabilize him?
Nah, just do the fight.
Do the fight? Alright.
You will get screwed if you try to stabilize me, I think.
Alright, I'm gonna continue to attack him then.
All right, you hit him. For 4 points of damage. All right. This orc is wandering about, trying to figure out what is hitting him. He gets struck by fire from over here, and he decides to swing his axe just in a general direction towards where that fire erupted from, with disadvantage. He fatally misses and just like swings around in a big circle and falls on his butt, trying to figure out where to strike. Emily.
So I get Emily and I make death saves.
Emily and Tom, please make death saves.
All right, you do it first, Millman. Okay.
No.
I passed.
You passed, Tom.
Oh, shit.
Oh, Emily and Gormac, no.
No!
Both of you.
Did Emily die too?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did.
Oh, I didn't know Emily had made that many failed saves.
Yeah.
She just hit.
Well, there was an automatic fail in there.
Okay.
What are you doing, Janlar?
I continue to attack.
Okay.
We came into the party as friends, and we left the
Die.
party as friends.
24, you hit.
Never one without the other.
Ride or die, Emily.
Almost.
Ride or die.
Unless
That
you-
is 8 more
unless the
points of
other-
damage. That's 14 points of damage. This orc is on its last legs and decides it can't see what's hitting it, doesn't know what's going on, and decides to hightail it, trying to get away. Janlar, you have successfully routed this orc. Emily has died. Oh no, Emily and Gormac have died. Tom.
I don't know that as yet, though.
Where's that time loop when we did?
Tom, you
I'm
are
alive.
stable. You are stable. And not bleeding out. Janlar, what do you do as this orc books it away from you?
I'm invisible, and I see. Well, I'm gonna first go up to try to make sure that Tom's all right.
I think I only have 2 successes actually, so you are gonna have to make a medicine check.
I would go and make sure he's stable.
Do you only have 2 successes? I see a 10 and a 10.
And then there were no other.
Yeah, and then he had 2
And a
failures.
7
Yeah,
and a...
I had one
Oh!
failure.
I thought... I was counting one of Millman's successes.
So I
as
go up and
yours.
try to stabilize him, and I fail.
All right, so I'm gonna make one more death save here.
Please make one more
No.
death save.
Hey,
You
I'm
stabilize.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm back.
Alright.
Thank God. All right. Then I'm going to take advantage of the invisibility while I have it and start to try to drag him
Yes.
as far away from the orc encampment as I
You
can.
drag him out and around back.
He's really heavy, and I'm probably not very strong, so I probably have to drag him the whole way.
Yeah, you drag him, but you got him. He's stabilized, and you drag his still barely breathing body back around the campsite, and eventually make your way back to where where Rose was waiting.
Rose, yeah.
And it is the 3 of you in the night, all alone with your 2 friends left in the camp. And I think we might end the session there.
Probably a good
I
time.
think we're a little short of our normal runtime, but quite a dramatic turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we will end it there. Let me pull up some experience points here, because the living among you have done
Only have to split it 3 ways.
quite a bit
Oh,
of
yeah,
work
the
here.
good news is Aaron matched.
For Mike and Millman, we're gonna have to make some new characters for you.
Yep.
Bring you back in somewhere along the line. We'll have to
I
Do we have
do
time to
some-
do
Is
that
this
right
gonna be
now,
like-
or do we
is
not
this going
wanna
to be
do
like
that
your
right
other game where when you die, you just get dropped out, so it's...
No, I'm not dropping you out of the crew. You guys get
Didn't
to
Neil
come
do
back.
that to you when your character died in
Yes,
this game?
yes,
Yeah.
twice.
Yeah.
That was- that
A little bit of bitterness in that. Like, did I? Yeah, it did. Twice.
So, You guys got anything to shout out or say before we head out? Now is the time, and I'm gonna calculate some XPs for you.
I am sorry that Gormak died.
Me too.
Sad.
Too bad.
And here you got me to reinstall Legend of Grimrock too.
Right? Yeah. At least he did one good thing before he went.
I just made sure I swore at everybody.
As I mentioned it earlier, but the second episode of the podcast that I'm on is out now. I linked it in the general channel on Discord for those of you who are members of the Seekers of Sarmanath Discord. I will drop it once more into chat here. It is a whole bunch of links. It's the main Slapdash Studios website, as well as links for Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, and Stitcher. Whatever medium you prefer to listen to podcasts on, there are links for everything there. Even if you aren't really interested in listening, if you could just go to iTunes and give it a 5-star rating, that would help the podcast.
Nepotism on full display here. I appreciate it.
Totally. Yeah. I think you'll like it. I mean, our DM Law is really cool.
Even if you don't want to listen to it, give me 5 stars anyway.
That takes like 5 minutes, right? Listening to it is an hour. Everybody's got 5 minutes. Our DM Law is the main meme creator for the D&D memes Facebook page. So you guys are probably at least tertiarily familiar with him from that. So, but he's a great DM. It's super fun. You should check it out if you have time to do so. And I guess we'll find out what I come back as next week. I don't think I've played a rogue in 5th edition yet.
Oh, that's what I was thinking, but you can take it.
The party needs a rogue.
I technically haven't played a monk in 5th edition either, but I hate monks in D&D. I don't know if I should.
It's fucking rough, man.
Yeah.
I'm playing the next game I'm playing straight after this. There's a shout out that I can do. If you go to my channel in about an hour, I'll be live doing more D&D. Yeah. Rogues are rough. Not rogues, sorry. Monks are rough. Yeah. I thought I'll give it a go. It seems alright. You've got your chi points and then you're out. Yeah. Right? That's it.
You have a lot of them, though.
No. You
don't.
Low
levels.
I'm at level 10.
I've played a lot of monks. I feel like I need to step in and be like, I like monks. They're fun. You can play them.
Fun.
I really enjoy them.
The moment you run out of chi, it's rough.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can see if you're in a long dungeon crawl where you keep having to fight for long periods of time, that you might be in trouble.
Yeah, I have a hard time thematically reconciling monks is my big issue with that.
That is much harder, but from a gameplay perspective, they're fun.
From a DM perspective, I can't stand them because it's just like, I'll just spam stunning strike until this thing is stunned, and then.
Well, you can only do it 5 times, right? 5 to 7 times.
All right. Anything else you guys want to shout out before we go here? No.
The apocalypse has begun.
The apocalypse has begun.
I vote chat. Weighs in on what they think Millman and I should play. I can't.
Yes, please weigh in on what you want to see, and maybe we'll do it, or maybe we won't.
Yeah, I'm not guaranteeing that I will do it, but if somebody suggests something that sounds interesting, I will definitely consider it.
And a good place to suggest it would be in the Discord. That
Discord would be good.
Link to down below.
Twitter works too.
All right, so everyone that is still living, please take home 433 and 33 tenths. So we'll round that up to 434 experience points.
Oh, we don't have to measure our.
I'm not gonna measure the tenths. I mostly did that to irritate Neil, and I thought it was hilarious. So 434 experience points for our living party members, and I am very, very sad that we have dead ones
at my house. That's the snowpocalypse update for here. It is now cloudy here.
Yeah, well, I do see a couple of snowflakes falling.
We got snowed over pretty hard, but it looks like it's
dropping down.
I really thought that at some point you guys would either I thought you were really smart to use the special invisibility dust I gave you. I thought that was gonna work, and then they spotted you with disadvantage, and that sucked.
Yep.
And then I thought at some point you guys might realize there's a bunch of things in this camp. Maybe we
Well,
don't.
okay.
just
My
fight
thought
them.
was that if I used my power and I rolled well, the wargs
Yeah.
would just die straight up. Not like the 4 who failed their saving throws are hurt.
Well, to be
Right.
fair, they only had 8 more hit points after the damage.
Yes.
But
I would have ran immediately if I had become uninvisible.
the wargs are
that would-
stronger than the orcs are.
I definitely like looked at that camp and thought at level 2 we are not going to be able to kill all
Yeah.
of these guys.
I didn't think you were going to. I thought you had a great strategy
Well,
with
yeah,
the
so
with the distraction and the
Yeah.
sneaking. I thought that was going to work, and then they rolled well and it didn't work, and then
That's what killed us.
And then-
My
like,
my goal with the Radiant Dawn thing was
Yeah.
like I would kill all the wargs, they wouldn't be able to track us, and then we'd get the harp and run.
yeah,
Right. That was kind of my other thing too. I was like, maybe we can just challenge the chieftain, and if I can beat him, then we can just take the harp and we can leave. But he was like a lot stronger than I was hoping he was going to be. The fact that he had multi-attack, I think, is what killed me, is because
Yep.
he was doing twice as much damage
Yep.
as I was
Yep.
every round.
Yep.
Uh,
He was not meant to be someone you could just walk up and 1v1.
Yeah.
But
So,
you
I mean, that was
committed
my
yourself very
And
well.
then- Yeah, and then when Sean jumped in and attacked the wargs, I'm like, well, we're probably fighting the whole camp now. And then when the wargs didn't die, I was like, and we can't run because the wolves are going to be faster than people.
Yeah.
So, rip.
Well, I'm sad that we had to lose 2 party members. I look forward to seeing what cool creative things you come up with next, though. Until then, we will see you all next week at the same bat time, same bat channel. Have a great rest of your week, everybody.
Yeah, Greg, if it's not going to mess your plans up too much, can you tell us how many HP the chieftain had?
Left.
Yeah, left or started.
Well, he
We
took
know it was a half.
He took 8, 16, 22, 24, 27, 30. He had 34 health left.
He was like a berserker.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
He was a modified. I modified the chieftain stat block, but I modified it mostly down a little bit, and
Yeah.
then I modified it down and then gave it a rage.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that you got halfway. Anyway, adios,
Yep.
everybody.
Peace out, everyone. Don't forget to tell us what you think we should play.